Yo, what's good everybody? Welcome back with another video, and in today's video, I will be making an Iron Fist guide. I have been practically one-tricking Iron Fist this season unless he's banned, and I've been doing pretty good, I believe, and I hope any information here is useful to you guys, and let's get into the video. Alright, first thing we're gonna learn is our combo without block. It's very simple, actually. We'll be getting more into how you want to dive and when you want to dive later, but you really want to make sure you use your triple jump and your wall run to get on the support fast. So like this, and you'll want to do your whole punch combo until they're about half HP to kick them, and if they have a support healing them, your best bet will be to just keep punching them until one of their teammates heal, and then kick away, or make sure that you either go for the support healing them, or you just kick out if they're getting healed too much and you can't out damage it. You might also want to stay in case you bait a support ult. That always helps. I do that all the time. I'll just stay there and punch their entire support team until a support ult is sent. For this section, we're going to be seeing how to dive. It isn't as difficult as it may seem, but it is definitely hard to get down when you should fall back. I had this problem, I still have this problem. I way overextend into their whole team and die. Then I'll be wondering where my team is at, then I realize we're still pushing from spawn. So you want to always make sure, so let's say these people are the tanks tanking damage, this is their DPS, and their tanks are somewhere in front, right? You want to jump either on the supports or DPS, whoever is most isolated from their team. And if they're right next to a support, always make sure to jump on both of them and just kind of punch them out. Drop on the support, and then do your main combo. If they are getting healed, make sure to wait for their team to peel, and use your block. As their team shooting your block will give you a lot of overhealth. Alright, in this section we're going to be talking about target priority. Your main targets are gonna be supports, or so like if you're about to jump on a Luna, just do your main combo on her. You want to make sure you go onto the supports first over the DPS every single time, unless their DPS is left. That's the only other time you really don't want to focus the supports. It's either when they're tanks or the DPS is left. If you're playing Tank Buster Iron Fist, then go for the tanks, but only go for supports if you're playing dive. Make sure you always do your main combo. And I think the supports you always want to take priority over others is Rocket, Luna, and Cloak and Dagger. Those are the three main ones that I think you really want to be going for. If they have an Atom, I would try your best not to focus him as much because he has his double heal and his shift. Unless he doesn't have his shifts, just make sure you always try to bait the shift, leave, and then dive on him. It's a 40-second cooldown, your kick is 10 seconds, so you'll be able to get in really fast. Another thing is with Rocket, I like to either look for his res beacon or just try to kill him at randomly. His healing is crazy right now. I don't have a specific clip of it right now because it was off stream, but the healing on him is absolutely insane right now, and his dash is very annoying. So either just straight up look for his res beacon and then dive on him. But yeah, the Rocket, Cloak and Dagger, and Luna are the three main supports that you want to be baiting cooldowns for, other than obviously Atom. Alright, now we're gonna get into some of the movement tech that Iron Fist has. So Iron Fist has his double jump. I can't really do it that consistently, but it does. You can. This fight was never yours to win. You can do it. It's a little bit harder now. Like as you saw, I almost got to 4. I just messed up the double jump. It is a little bit difficult to do. You want to try doing that as much as you can. If you can do it consistently, obviously. If you can't, then you'll just be wasting your double jumps for when you just like that. Like, see, I tried doing it there. I just wasted all 3 double jumps, and I gotta wait for it to come back. And every time you dive in, before you use your kick to get a kill, make sure they are half HP. around. Here, I messed it up. Around like, let me see, around a little bit lower than that. So basically, like, that's HP, and then you want to use your kick to get the kill, or you can use your kick to look up a little bit. Oh, lag, hold on. Look up a little bit, and then kick. It makes you go a lot farther, and you can even lead in some bunny hops in. You want to make sure to always try to kick up like this, and maybe add in a couple bunny hops. You can go over 30 meters, I believe, like if you're including bunny hops and jumps. You're also not gonna only be. Sometimes you'll kick near a wall, double jump once, and then, you know, get out like this. Like there's a lot of times where I'll do that, but generally you want to just. Also, I don't know if you know this, but you can basically fly with your punches. So you can use that. I use it all the time to, like, get around corners if I don't have my kick. I'll just do that, and I'll be good to leave. Or you can use it to try and get on high ground. Your ult basically multiplies this. Like this. Like, see how I'm literally never falling. Like, you will never fall if you use your ult like this. That's why when you're stalling on point, you'll see Iron Fists, they'll be like flying across and then standing still blocking, then flying across again and trying to get a pick, or maybe while you're doing that. That's one of the ways you can really stall point. Alright, in this section we're going to be going over when you should use your abilities. I went a little bit into this with your double jump or triple jump. You want to make sure to always use this and your wall run before you dive in. You never want to use one before you dive in. Like, you can infinitely wall run, by the way, infinitely. Theoretically, you can infinitely do it. So, like, you want to make sure that you always use your wall run and triple jump to dive in. I also went over this earlier. You want to always use your block while they're shooting at you, because it gives you overhealth based on the damage. Look, see, I just gained a little bit of overhealth, and this overhealth goes up to 500 damage. You want to always make sure that you have more than just their support. I mean, sometimes you'll use it when there's only a support on you to, you know, secure the kill. But you always want to make sure they're shooting at you first. Generally. There are times, like, where you're shooting both, or you're hitting both their supports, and you have to use your right click just to, like, block a freeze. You can also block freeze and sleep, and you can also block pull, push from Invisible Woman. You can block practically everything. You are basically unmovable when you have your block. That's why he can do really well against Thing, especially if he's just mindlessly right clicking. Alright, next we're gonna be teaching how to use the kick. Generally, the rule of thumb for kick is to only use it to get a kill when they are below half HP. I went into that a little bit earlier, but you always want to make sure that... Hold on, lag. You always want to make sure that they are below half HP. Every single time. Every single time. Or you can use it to deal a bit of extra damage, because in your ults, it'll do 100 damage no matter what health they are. Look, see, I just did 100, and... Okay, now let's kill this guy. When they're about below half HP, they will. So you'll see the damage difference. The damage difference is pretty big. Yeah, like that almost kills him. But if that was with the normal kick, then you would get them to, like, a little bit before half. You'll get like you'll get them down to like 75%. Alright. Next, we're going to be teaching you guys how to use your E correctly. Let me take some damage. Most of y'all should know that it does deal damage to you. Or not damage, it does heal you. So you always want to make sure you're behind cover before you use it, because it doesn't out-heal every single attack in the game. But as you can see, it can heal you to full no matter what HP you are, and it'll give you overhealth up to 400. So generally I like to do this either as a way to use my heal as a way to either heal up, there's no supports around, I need to get behind cover, heal up real quick, get back into the fight, or I'll use it before a fight and get the overhealth, and then you'll have 400 overhealth. And because since the patch notes they made it so you get an extra 100, but it goes down slower, you're able to keep the health a little bit longer. So you're practically a tank if you can go in with your block. Alright, next we're going to be learning how to use the ultimate ability. Generally, you want to use his ult, not in a 1v, like sometimes you can use it to stall points. So let's go ahead and head over here real quick. Let's say this was a point we had to capture, right? You're stalling because it's overtime and you just pop your ult. You can fly around, make them try to shoot you, and just stall, block, stall, block, stall, block, and then stall, block. You can, by the way, in your ultimate, your block comes back every 3 seconds. So you want to make sure you keep spamming that if their team is shooting at you. Another time you want to use your ult, because the animation is very long, you will take a lot of damage in the time if you're in front of their whole team. That's why you want to be generally like behind cover. So, you know, remember this is point. You want to go behind cover. Sorry, I'm lagging a little bit. Give me a second. Okay, you want to go behind cover. Let's say you know, this is the point. You want to go behind cover, ult, and then come out and then start fighting them. I don't really understand how that works. Oh, and you end your punch. I didn't know that. I guess I just learned something. Anyways, yeah, you always want to make sure that you are spamming your block or you're ulting. So like a lot of the time you'll be like running onto walls. So like let's say this is the enemy team, right? We have to jump on them with my ult. Let's say you're in a fight with them currently. Like I'm over here, I'm fighting with them, and then I just like go behind the cover, ult, instantly I'm back in the fight. So if there's a cover close to the fight, generally you wanna get very close to the team, get behind a cover, and then ult. Or if you're flanking and they aren't shooting at you yet, like let's say I'm flanking right here, ult behind them and then fight. And then boom, you can go over, focus the supports, then get the tanks. You know, do the normal things you would do it as ults. Alright, that is all. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I will be trying to stream later tonight. And if you want more guides like this, I will do a whole matchup video. I'll see you guys in the next one.